This is TDL DIY. I'm coming at you with another video. So this year I've started out hunting. It's been in my family for a long time. My grandfather and some of my uncles do it. So I guess this year has been my first year of getting out, doing some bow hunting and some rifle hunting. So I went out a couple times with bow and compound bow, just so that's clear. Went out a couple times in this blind. It was really cool because we got a deer that was about, we'll say 15 meters away. About 10 meters away, I think it was about. So about 20 feet. He was super close. And I wasn't able to get the shot because he was a little too curious in the blind and whatnot. So that really sucked. But the one good thing is, so I went out a couple times bow, didn't get anything. Went out twice with rifle. One was really to put out cameras, and we kind of looked around a bit. We saw some deer. Kind of got spooked a bit. So not a big deal. Then the second time we went out, we looked around, went back to the spot where we set up our cameras. We noticed there's some deer in the area. We went over to another spot that we had thought we'd check out, and guess what? We saw a buck. So we shot it, me and my partner. Another one popped out of the woods, like right beside us. There's this little crop of trees right off to the right. Boom, we got it. Anyways, so we got 2 deer in like 2 minutes. It was great. So, kind of went on a little rant there. But yeah, this is my blind. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. It's got 360 views all the way around. But of course, when the weather changes in fall, we all know snow comes. And sometimes these things don't like snow. So you get things like these broken poles, broken rods. It happens. So I'm not going to show you today how to replace them, but if you stay tuned, I'm going away for work for about 10 days. This is going to be one of my videos I just automatically gets pushed out while I'm away. But if you stay tuned and you would like to see how to change out your poles, I will be happy to do that for you. I've already changed out the poles on this, but I can put the old poles in, show you the process, or I can just show you how to take them out and replace them. It's a very easy process, guys. It's not very difficult. But like any average hunter, you want to make sure your equipment's good to go for when you go out. So that's super important. So just before I'm about to leave, so I'm super happy I got that accomplished. Now you get these poles off Amazon or eBay or wherever, or you might even contact the manufacturer who your blind is through, and they might have replacement rods for you. So once you order those up, then I'll show you in one of my next videos on how to replace that. Nice little thing also that you got to do when you go hunting is make sure your gun is zeroed. So this is you should try and make one of these stands if you got a little bit of piece of plywood kicking around. You also have I don't know, some scrap wood. You want to cut those on an angle so you can stick them in the ground there. This is a great tool to have. You can always go to a range if you're a member. That's cool, it's fine. We just end up going to a gravel pit, semi-close to our hunting grounds, not too close to scare any wildlife away, but it's very important to make sure your gun is zeroed before you actually go hunting, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for where that bullet goes. So if you think you're shooting at the deer and you accidentally, or not accidentally, but your bullet goes somewhere else, that's a big problem. So as you can see here, my gun was zeroed before. I decided to put a bore sight on it, and that kind of messed with my my zero. That's all right, because before we went out, I basically zeroed anyways. So after I put that laser in, that's where I got, and then I kept adjusting, went over, and then came back right there. So I was very happy with the one shot there, almost dead center. And then my buddy, he shot his gun, and it was down here, and then he brought it in, boom, right there. So he was pretty happy with where that was. So it's very, very important to make sure that zero is in and it's correct, because within something like this here circle, this is where you about want to hit on a deer, about that size. If you can hit within this size, you're pretty good. The more accurate you are, obviously, the better. So I was very happy with where my bullet landed, and it was good to go. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will post this video up. It's going to be just time released. So we're going to show you how to do all that stuff once I get back. Like I said, I'm going away for a little while, a couple days, 10 days or so, and we'll get out some more videos. Sorry I haven't got out a video a couple weeks ago, I guess, by the time this comes out. There was 1 week where I didn't push out a video. Sorry for that. I was trying to get some hunting in before work got busy. So yes, I'm going to try my best, and I always will try my best to get a video out every single week. So I'm doing this in advance to get time released. So thanks for watching.